What happens when two actors from across the pond buy a football club in Wales? Well, that's exactly what we're about to find out. Welcome to Wrexham.
I've got with me Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, the new owners of Wrexham AFC.
Hello and welcome to Screen OD. My name is Tim. I'm an editor and a journalist who's been writing and talking about TV and movies for over 15 years now. Apologies if my voice is a little bit croaky. I seem to have developed some sort of summer cold, which is quite unfortunate because I'm sure there'll be plenty more of that to come in the winter. But you don't want to hear about my health. You want to hear about what is a great TV show that you can watch right now. If you're in the UK, it's on Disney Plus. If you are in the US, it's on FX via Hulu or something like that. I don't really understand how it works. Now, if you are from America and you're watching this, your introduction to football or soccer is probably through the show Ted Lasso. I've got a prop here. A Ted Lasso prop. Now, this isn't a Ted Lasso, this isn't a comedy, this is a documentary, and it's about two people who have a dream, which is owning a sports team. But it's not quite the dream that perhaps you might imagine when you think about owning a sports franchise.
Wrexham is a town that battles against odds constantly, but the thing that we love more than anything is the football club.
It's an underdog story. And it's about interconnectivity between the club and the community.
Football's more than a game. It's not life and death. It's more important than that.
Right, what's this all about? Well, Welcome to Wrexham is about the takeover and acquisition of Wrexham Football Club by two TV and film stars in the shape of Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds. Now, Ryan Reynolds, of course, most famous probably these days as Deadpool, but both of them big stars. However, what's interesting about this is that they had never met in real life before they actually bought the club. They became friends on the internet, and actually on the show, we see them meet physically for the first time. Wrexham Football Club is a very historic club and plays in the English League, even though it's in Wales. And over here in Britain, it's a very historic club. It has one of the oldest football grounds in the world, in fact, and is one of the clubs that has a huge amount of history. Now, in recent times, the club has not had great fortunes, and it has gone down division by division by division. And as you'll learn in the series, in the system of football here, you can go down a pyramid and you can come back up a pyramid. So technically, anyone could end up getting promoted up through the divisions and playing the top teams like Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea, or of course my favourite, Tottenham. But also the same could happen to those teams. If they have bad seasons, they could go back down through the divisions, and that's something that has happened to Wrexham over the years.
What was the connection between you and Wrexham Football Club?
We had no direct connection. It was just a feeling.
What me and my dad thought was, because Wrexham's red, Deadpool's red.
That's the real reason.
In the first show, we see the actors bidding for the club and trying to get approval. Now, it's fair to say there's not really much jeopardy in this case because we all know, because it's been in the news, that they end up buying the club. And also, why would you make a multiple part series about people failing to buy the club and then what would happen in it? I don't know, just be paint drying or something on the wall. Now, this is a show that is full of juxtaposition between the lifestyles of the two actors out in America and the people of Wrexham. Not just the people of Wrexham who unite around this club in a town that has been down on its luck for several decades now. Since the closure of the coal mines in the 1980s, this is a town that isn't rich. It's a place that isn't doing particularly well, but the football club sits at the heart of it. And what we see in this show, and the thing that makes it so great to watch, are the people at the heart of this club and of this town who hang on to that club as a central force that drives them forward. The man who runs the pub outside and has done through generations, the people who work within the club, and these aren't millionaires, these aren't the players of Manchester United or Tottenham or Chelsea, these aren't people who are driving Lamborghinis and living in mansions, these are people with relatively modest lives who just want to play football, who want to work with the club to make it better, and they want it to benefit the community as a whole, the people, the fans with the passion. And that's the bit that really gets me, because I'm someone who grew up watching non-league football and watching football at a lower level, so I understand understand how important it is to these people to see the team do well. And that's something that this show gets under the skin of so well. You get to hear what the fans really think, what they think of the players, what they think of the managers, how it really matters to them. How if the team wins on Saturday, that makes them happy on Sunday. But if they lose, they can be sad, they can be miserable all week. I understand those feelings because I lived all of that. It's also worth noting that there is quite a lot of swearing in this show. So if that is something that offends you, well, you probably shouldn't watch it, or at least put it on mute. Then it probably wouldn't be as good. Now, there are a lot of people who will have immediately switched off because they don't want to watch a story that is about football. And if you have switched off, here is a message I'm going to send to you telekinetically to switch back on. Great, you're back. This is good news because you need to know that this is a show that's not just about football. In fact, football is just a theme that takes it along. It's really about people. It's about community. It's about hope. This is a show that is an underdog story, and it's one that you are going to want to watch. Right, that is full time on this review. Hopefully you've got something out of it. If you have, please hit that like button and help more people find this content. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to ScreenOD for all the best TV, movies, entertainment and streaming content direct to your feed. Right, we'll see you again very soon. Thanks for watching.